New at 6 next month will mark 2 years since the train derailment disaster in East Palestine, Ohio.
The burning of toxic chemicals created fear and a lasting impact on both sides of the Ohio-Pennsylvania line.
And today, Chris Hoffman talked with Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg about what still must be done there.
Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg says there's still work to be done because something like this could happen again, and some of that is still holding those responsible accountable for this. According to the outgoing secretary, there is unfinished business. He says there have been steps taken for rail safety, but more needs to be done. Prior to the disaster, he says people weren't aware how often trains derail.
There's only so much that we were able to do without Congress. We need Congress to act.
Secretary Buttigieg called on Congress to pass the Rail Safety Act, which would require railroads to use defect detectors and expand the type of hazardous materials that trigger increased safety regulations. Local Congressman Chris DeLuzio sponsored the House version of the bill. The Transportation Secretary blames lobbyists from the rail industry for delaying the legislation, claiming it has bipartisan support, including co-sponsorship in the Senate from the incoming vice president.
It's so frustrating that the railroad industry lobby has been able to delay that. It's a bipartisan bill. J.D. Vance is one of the co-sponsors.
One of the achievements with the rail industry, Secretary Buttigieg touted, was the improvement in sick leave. According to him, it went from 5% of workers eligible to 90%. Ideally, the outgoing secretary would like to see it be 100. And with his departure from the role in just under 2 weeks, the former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, says he'll advocate for the continued change.
But this isn't just doing right by the people of East Palestine. This is doing right by every community that lives along railway, from where I grew up in South Bend, Indiana, to so many communities in and around Pittsburgh.
Both the Senate bill and House bill have not received a full floor vote yet. Chris Hoffman, KDKA-TV News.